why don't you hire someone to edit the videos so you can upload with more frequency? Great question. How do I answer this? The easy answer is yes, I can do that. And I guess the kind of general, my general line of thought throughout this stream regarding these kinds of things is that I'm just very like particular with how I make my content. And I'm very, like, I need it to be how I want it to be. I'm like a perfectionist with it. So I don't really want someone, I don't want someone to do it for me. Like, I actually don't. Believe it or not, I know over the years, there's been many times where I've been like, I don't want to edit. I don't like editing. But like, I do like it in a way. It's like a love-hate relationship. Like, I actually don't really like someone else doing it for me because then it just doesn't feel like it's mine. You know what I mean? This is a fairly good analogy, I think. Imagine an artist, but someone else does the art for them. Like, what is that? Because I guess like being a YouTuber is kind of like being an artist in a way. Sounds kind of weird saying it like that, but like, it's my content. I want it to be mine. I like want to do it in a specific way. And also another part of it, I have tried, well, to be fair, not very many, but I've had a few times where I've tried having editors do stuff for me and it ends up me like not liking the way they did it and I just redo it anyway. But to be honest, probably the best scenario is probably having someone helping me and then I do like the creativeness of it. I think I tried doing that with someone and then I just never like finished it. But I was trying to like find an editor that was really good, but then work with them kind of collaboratively. So like, I guess my ideal scenario would be like, I have an editor and I'm in a call with this editor or like it's in real life and I'm like sitting at the table with this editor and we're just like doing it together. I think that would be my ideal scenario because then like it solves the problem of me not being forced to do something because then now there's an editor that's okay, they're not forced to do it, but their job relies on it. Okay, I'm gonna be careful what I say. I'm not forcing an editor, okay guys, I'm not forcing them to do work, but yeah, like supervised editing. So like I would have an editor that would, you know, be held responsible to do work in a, you know, a timely manner. And then I would be there with them at the same time, which is another thing with me. I feel like, I'm not going off on so many like tangents here, but I feel like with me, it's very easy for me to like get distracted with my work and not do anything. But if I'm doing my work with someone, it becomes a lot easier and I can do it. So I don't know if I think I've said this before. Maybe I haven't, I don't know. But like I've edited before in a call with Callahan and that was actually a good scenario because if you guys don't know Callahan, basically he doesn't talk with his voice, just types. So it's not like he doesn't really distract me. So like I would just be in a call and screen sharing and like he would also help. Like he would kind of give some like creative ideas like, oh, you should do this, you do that, and like it just like helps, you know, even if he wasn't giving the feedback or like ideas, like just him being there. I don't know why, just in my brain I'm like, oh, I'm not alone. Or like well, actually I think the feedback is helpful. I think that's a big part of it. Even if he's not giving ideas, I'm just like, oh, what do you think about this? Is this funny the way I did this? And he's like, yes. That's it. Like, that's good. Because also, I think that's another thing. There's like a million decisions when you're editing a video. Do I put this song here? Do I move it half a second forward? Do I put text here? If I do, what font? What color? Where? Does it animate in? Does it fade in? Does it... You know, there's like literally a million decisions and like, I think there's a thing called decision fatigue actually, which, let me Google it, decision fatigue, which supposedly, I mean, I remember looking at this a while ago, but like supposedly a lot of like CEOs of companies, let's say like Bill Gates, whatever, as an example, like someone like him, not comparing myself to Bill Gates, but someone like him has many decisions to make. And I'm going to read the definition of decision fatigue. Decision fatigue is exactly what it sounds like. You're tired of making decisions. The premise is that the more decisions you make, the more drained you become, which means you might put off or procrastinate decisions. I'll figure that out later, is like the quote afterwards. And someone like, who does it? I think, is it Bill Gates? I don't remember. I remember there's like a certain like tech CEO person. I think Mark Zuckerberg. I don't remember who it was, but there was like one of those like guys that like wears the same clothes every day, right? And at least the theory, I guess it's not, maybe it's confirmed, I don't know. The idea is that that is one less decision that person had to make in the day. They didn't have to decide what to wear because they have like 100 of the same shirt, 100 of the same pants, whatever. Same socks, same underwear. They don't have to choose. Like they literally just put the clothes on. They don't have to think like when they get up in the morning. Oh, Steve Jobs. Yeah, Steve Jobs, I think. And like the idea is like that's like eliminating one decision. And it's like when you're at a stage where you're making like a lot of decisions, if you can reduce decisions, it's like good if you get decision fatigue. So like when I'm editing a video, like I said, there's like a million decisions and like at least, I mean, I don't know if I'm necessarily getting fatigue from it. Maybe I am. But like, my point is with having someone there with me to give feedback is like, I could be sitting there on my own thinking, do I do the text like this? Do I do it like that? Do I put the song here? I don't know. And then it does kind of get overwhelming. But then if you have someone to like validate your question of which one is good, even if it's not necessarily the right decision, but it's a decision, then it's good, you know?